We're going live now, folks. I'm going to go ahead over and go live on Instagram. Okay. We are live on every platform.
All right.
So,
Hello and welcome to the Clint Initiative podcast. What is the Clint Initiative? The Clint Initiative is a multi-phase project to create entertainment here in Minnesota and to distribute that entertainment to the world, starting with this podcast. This podcast is the seed from which everything else will grow. The Clint Initiative is about great music. The Clint Initiative is about great live entertainment. The Clint Initiative is about a sketch show. The Clint Initiative is all about filmed content. If you want to know how to do a podcast, listen to the Clint Initiative. If you want to know how to do an album, how to find musicians, how to get it recorded, listen to the Clint Initiative. If you want to know how to create more content over a short period of time, you're listening to the Clint Initiative and we will help you get there. If you are ready to create, if you're ready to talk about creating, if you're ready to be about it and get it done, we want to talk to you. This is the Clint Initiative. My name is Paul and my co-hosts are Katie, Clint, and Jamel. We are the Clint Initiative. If you are interested in creating content, if you're interested in creating movies, music, television, films, short films, and feature films, then we want to talk to you. We want to have you on the show. Email us at theclintpodcast@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. And now, back to the show.
Oh, we're having a lot of difficulties today just because there's bad weather. The connection is pretty bad. Let's see if they hop back on. Patiently waiting.
okay. Looks like we're back. We had a little bit of a mishap there, but it looks like we are all back. And now, since we are all back, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the show. And how do we start the show?
We are always working to give you a little more. We are always working to give you a little more. We are always working to give you a little more. We are always working to give you a little more. What are we doing? We're throwing it at the wall. We are throwing it at the wall. We're throwing it at the wall. We are throwing it at the wall. We're throwing it at the wall. We are throwing it at the wall to see what sticks. Come on, what are we doing? Tirada a la ped, estamos tirada a la ped, tirada a la ped, estamos tirada a la ped, tirada a la ped, estamos tirada a la ped, a ver que se pega. Ah, yeah.
Hello, everyone, and
Hello.
welcome to the Clint Initiative Podcast. That's the first time my co-hosts have got a chance to see the upgrade that I've done to our theme song. So now it's time for me to. Uh, we're having some technical difficulties now. It's time for me to check in with the co-host on the show. So, what did you guys think of the update on the theme song? Let me go. Let me go to Clint first. So, Clint,
Why me?
how things going with you, man?
Pardon me? What's the
How things
question?
going with you, man? This is the co-host check-in. I'm checking in with you. How things going?
Well, I'm all over here in Las Vegas right now, chilling out at the pool, enjoying the life, thanking you guys for your support and all that. You know, since you guys donate all the money, I can enjoy all the luxury and all that over here, the view and all that. I'm just
Well,
kidding.
you certainly look like you're poolside.
I am at the poolside. I decided to change up
That's
my
looking
background
great.
a bit. I decided to change my background up a bit, so giving you guys a little view on the outside.
Roy, but you're not wearing the Speedo. I thought for sure you'd be wearing the Speedo.
I'm
But then
wearing
again, you're
it.
not standing up. So who
You wanna
knows?
you wanna see?
So let me go ahead and check in with you, Jamel. How are things going with you today?
Hey everyone. I'm doing great. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day, start to their day, and it continues to be wonderful. Just remember, every time you say it's going to be a great day and you truly believe it, it's going to be a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And just so everyone knows, right now I'm attempting to broadcast on Facebook and Instagram along with YouTube where we normally go. So I want to welcome everyone who's listening to us on all those platforms. I'm not sure if that's what's causing our communication issues today because we have had some weather, but um, if anything happens and the stream cuts, we will be back because this is going to be a really big show. And last but certainly not least, Katie, this is your chance to check in and let us know how things are going with you.
They're great. I got invited or nicely the honor to be a guest host at the Exchange in Minneapolis on Friday night. And then I have a music video on Saturday. So I'm excited. Lots of things going. And
Yeah.
All
yes,
right.
You're a
All
busy
right.
lady.
and
Okay, so the one thing that I want to say is I updated the theme song for the show, and I have many more surprises to come throughout the show. What did you guys think of the update on the theme song? Did you guys get a chance to hear it?
yeah,
Did
it
you guys
adds.
get a chance to hear it, or you couldn't?
Jamel, did you hear it down there?
Yep, I heard it. I'm
Okay.
not sure. Did you hear it, Clint?
I've been getting some technical difficulties with my headphones, so
Ah,
I didn't
okay.
hear it that clearly. So
Yeah, he added a little flavor, a little bit more flavor to the
a little
intro song.
okay, a little
Yeah.
more
Well,
words
yeah.
then. Okay.
Yeah, the part where you guys will be able to come in and is in the beginning where it says, "We are always working to give you a little more. We are always working to give you a
Woo!
little more. We are always working to give you a little more. We are always working to give you a little more." What are we doing? So just to go on with the show and stop showing off. It's time for one of the fun parts of the show, and that's where we come to the random question.
Random questions.
Yeah, and with the random questions today, I wanted to switch it up a little bit. So, in addition to the normal random question, I also have a visual for the random question, and there it is right there, and it says it's a Buzz Lightyear cup with a straw, and it says, "I don't know what's worse, the straw attachment or the eye contact I have to make while using it." Can you guys see that picture?
I see him all
Yeah.
right. I see
And
him. Even Steve.
the second random question is, if you guys were to make a movie based on a song, what song would you choose? Like, for example, there's a movie that they use as the basis for the movie. They use "Sweet Dreams Are Made of This." And
Hmm.
you know, in "Dreams Are Made of This," they say, "Some of us want to use you. Some of us want to get used by you. Some of us want," etc., etc. So, but if you were to pick a song to make a move to base a movie on, what song would you pick? So you can choose between that, or you can choose to talk about just how uncomfortable this cup makes you feel. So with that being said, Clint,
Hmm. Why me?
which random question would you like to address?
That
Because you're
cup
out
looks
poolside, I like seeing you outside.
that cup looks kind of like, I don't know if to say interested. Anyone could see what's going on in that cup. I could see what's going on in that cup. Even Stevie Wonder could see what's going on in that cup. You expect me to put my mouth there, or my child to put my mouth there? No, no,
Yeah,
no,
I
no, no.
laughed
I
out
just,
loud when I saw that. I laughed out loud. So that's
I,
why I figured I'd bring it on the show.
I'm thinking
So
about if I
Jamel,
have a
which
2 year
question are
old
you gonna
daughter.
answer?
Um, there's been so many things I've been seeing similar to that cup. There was something on a movie streaming channel. I'm not going to name any names, but it had two movies that were right next to each other. And let's just say it was the first movie was of a man and he was kind of laid down, chilling with one leg up. And right next to it, butted up right next to it, was another movie. And that movie is called Sausage Party. So you can kind of put them two together. So kind of how it flows out with the sausages coming straight up. Think about that for a moment. So it reminded me of that cup.
Oh,
Good humor, good humor.
Mm. I wouldn't use the cup song for that
Yeah,
cup in a movie.
the unintended consequences. Ah, boy, I tell you. So, Katie, which question would you like to address today? You stuck on the cup too, or would you like to talk about the movie you'd like to make based on a song?
well, I mean, the straw is just in the wrong. Uh,
What if the straw was in the butt area? Would you still
it's
sip
just.
in it?
I mean, it might be more. It won't bother me as much. Like there's like a harder way to answer that without like but I think it's the eye contact more for me. I don't. He looks aggressive. I feel like I have no choice at this point.
And he got his arms folded like this and the straw just up in the air.
Right.
Mm.
You not letting me get away with
He's like,
anything.
okay,
It's more so like
so
he's
what do you
sitting there
got
going,
for me today?
he's more so like sitting there going, well, what you gonna do?
You
Put your
either
lips
die in
together and
first
I
or
blow.
I'm I'm waiting. I'm waiting. How long are you gonna have me wait?
So right now I'm trying to be creative, trying to figure out where
Are you
can I
gonna take
put
a
this.
sip?
No, where can I put the straw to make it look at least a little decent? I'm wondering if I could put it in the back, but no, it won't look. Put it where? Where can you put the straw
in the
to make
back.
it look a little? Put it in his back behind? I don't think
No,
so.
on I would say you can put it right behind on the
Yeah.
backside, right behind his head.
like in the backpack thingy. I don't know what that is.
I
Yeah,
think they knew exact.
It's
Those
coming
a
from the
perverts knew
side.
exactly what they were doing when they was
it's an
placing that
it's
show
a
on.
yeah, it's an astronaut spacesuit because that's Buzz Lightyear. So
But don't get.
he's looking to get a buzz, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, he's certainly looking to get a buzz, man. I saw that man and I just cracked up. But I tell you what, if I were to make a movie based on a song, it would have to be one of my songs, of course. And I used to be with a group called Dragonfly Nation. And we had an album we were working on and we never got a chance to finish it. So if I were to do a movie based on a song, I would do a movie based on one of the songs I wrote for Dragonfly Nation because we were just getting ready to release the album that we spent months recording,
Wow.
and everything fell through. And I got to tell you, at that point, yeah, everything fell through, and I just was like, I can't let it go, man. I listen to the music periodically, and although I can't use it because of copyright issues, the stuff that I wrote, I'm definitely going to use. And it's going to definitely make an interesting movie. That may even be a bracket jumper, if you know what I mean. Okay, now that everybody's loosened up and we've got our laughs out of the way and Buzz Lightyear has made everyone feel uncomfortable, time to go on with the show. Well, without technical difficulties, I'm going to have to reload some stuff. But this is our first edition of the Clinton Initiative podcast reacts to first person of web series promos. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of promos that I put together for a show I did over 10 years ago, and that show was first person. I'm also actually going to talk to one of my co-producers. I'm going to bring her on so that she can talk about our experiences in putting together the show. And I think it's going to really make for some interesting times. But what I'm doing right now is because everything got mucked up, I'm going back through here and reconstituting everything. And of course, I'm going to play you guys two promos. After I play you two promos, I'd like to get you guys, or if you guys wanted to talk while it's actually playing, that would work as well. But here is me wasting a little bit more time, scrolling through a few more of the files. And here's the first promo. It's going to come up here in a minute.
And it's coming.
There are stories to be told, and they will be told by the people who live them in their own way and with their own
Just
voice.
once, can we find a way to finally make it right? Make the magic last for more than just one night. You know that we can do it if we just get to it once. Get to it just once.
He had to come
He
back.
got some pipes.
He came back at the end. Oh no.
What's going on?
It's just the connection is so bad. I don't know how it is over there, but it's super windy and rainy here.
Everything just freeze up over here.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, Paul is spinning right now on my end.
Yes.
Well, The show must go on. Are we on the show right now?
Yes.
We on the show right now. We
All right.
live.
So what we gonna do? Oh, he's back. Oh, he's gone again. So we're gonna say hello to our
Did
viewers.
you
Sorry
think I
about
was
the
gone?
technical.
Did you think you could just take over?
We almost did.
Yeah, we
We
almost
almost did.
did. The show must go on. The show must go on.
And here, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play the second promo. That was the first promo. And of course, it was not just that promo. There were other promos that we did as well. But that one, it was really, I was doing an interview, and that guy, he started singing in the middle of the interview. And rather than cut him off or be rude, I just went ahead and let him have his moment. I videotaped it, and I was able to use it in the promo. But here's the real promo right here.
Oh my God.
Hopefully, we'll be able to stay on while the promo plays. We don't seem to have.
Oh, he's gone again.
What is this? The mannequin challenge?
No. If now you see me, now you don't challenge.
This is some kind of hide and seek. But anyhow, somebody must lead the show. So we're gonna have a word from our sponsor, Jamel, over here.
All right.
Jamel.
So, yes. What do we have going on, everyone, for today?
Well, Clint here is having his cup of tea and keeping his energy free, while our friend Paul, Jamal, and Paul is against the wall. You understand what's going on? Be free like my girlfriend Katie. Speak to me.
I'm just playing with this. He's like all over the place today, you see.
So what you got going on today, Katie?
I'm cleaning my snake tank today, and then just kind of preparing myself for tomorrow. I'm getting old, so I don't know how I feel about being out hosting a club until 2 a.m. I can't do it no more.
Yes, you can. Take for example over here, Jamel. He's a senior citizen, and he keeps it going. Tell them your secret.
Oh my God.
Don't even think about calling my age.
That can be taken out of context in so many different ways, Clint.
Take it out of context. Take it out.
Because remember, we just saw the Bud Lightyear cup. So
that's nothing. With this tea right now. I'm not gonna tell you what I have in it. Right? I am buzzing. So let it buzz.
I'm just full of energy. I'll just leave it at that.
Right.
I have the energy. It's just that, like, the next day when I have to deal with the kids, it's just like, oh my God, I can't. And then this, I feel a little bit funny, because the music video is a lot of dancing and stuff, and I have no problem, shaking
am
it.
back.
Oh, you were gone? Oh, there you are.
Oh, well, yeah, I was gone.
Oh.
And I'm assuming it didn't play that promo. What I did was I went ahead and I disconnected everything. I disconnected Instagram because that's the only, and I didn't disconnect Facebook, but I'm going to try to go on with the show now. I'm going to at least attempt. I'm going to see if I try to play this. Go ahead.
Let's see what happens. Let's go.
Yeah, if I try to play this promo again and it kicks me out, I won't try. I'll just give up on playing it. But let's see if it will do it this time. There are stories to be told, and they will be told by the people who live them in their own way and with their own voice.
This is first person. This is first person. And this is first person.
This is first person.
This is first person.
This is now first person.
This is first person.
Welcome to First Person.
And this is First Person.
This is First Person.
Nice.
And I'm going to have the owner of Mayo Entertainment Management. I'm going to interview her and show it on the show. When we actually react to episodes of the show, I'm actually going to have her on to get her thoughts on it as well, on a lot of the stuff that we recorded. So what did you guys think of the,
My first question is, what's the length of that intro?
the length of the intro to
Yeah.
the show?
Yeah, to the first person. What's the length of that to that? Is it like a minute and something seconds?
You mean the promo?
Yes,
Oh,
the one we
because
just
I was
watched.
doing the
First person.
promos.
First
Well, you
person.
know what? Let me
First
look.
person. There was a lot of first persons in there, so
And each one was one behind the next. I couldn't
Oh
tell
yeah,
which one
yeah,
is
yeah.
first.
Those were clips. Each person, when I interviewed them, I said they introduced who they were, and they said this is first person. So from all the interviews that I did, I used them as part of the promo.
mm-hmm. What's the length of that
You know,
promo? Is it a 2 minutes, somewhere around there, or do you have it right there?
probably a minute long. Yeah, let me see. Let's see. Uh-oh. I got the spinning wheel. Yeah, it was only a minute and 16 seconds.
Okay.
That's good.
It's a minute and 16 seconds, and because it's a web series, the promos were only shown online. So it made it super easy to just make a promo and show it and, do a little bit of a joke promo first with the old guy singing. There's no way else where I would use that in the show, so I figured I'd use it in the promo. So it would be something that people wouldn't expect. And then I showed the regular promo.
Okay.
So then people were able to enjoy it. But what did you guys think?
It got me expecting the first person.
Okay.
The line is very catchy. The first person. Everyone is the
Yeah.
first person. Even the
Yeah,
second
and-
person is the first person.
And once you get a chance to see the interviews, I ask the basic interview questions: who, what, when, where, why. How can they contact you? And what did you think of the promos, Katie?
I like everybody's intro. I mean, everybody has their own kind of personality when they say they're the first person. So I'm curious to see like what each person has to say or what the concept.
Yeah, it's it was a show that I worked on for like 2 or 3 seasons, and we would always go out and record the interviews first, and then we would actually premiere it. So it was very easy to put together the promotional materials for it. But now, because we had so many difficulties, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next part of the show, which is our Bible bracket.
Double bracket.
What is a show Bible? A show Bible is a document that outlines the characters, plots, settings, and themes of a television series. Writers pitch show Bibles to network executives and production companies in the hopes that it will produce a production agreement. Well, with the Clint Initiative podcast, we do streaming content, we do movies, we do music. So, for our productions, we have a Bible, and that Bible will be previewed here on the show.
Okay, so For our Bible bracket this week, we have two movies up for discussion. What we're going to do is we're going to discuss it. I'm going to introduce them. We're going to discuss them. And then we're going to pick the ones that we want to hear, that we think is the winner for this week. The two films this week are Let Me Miss You and Not a Suspect. And with all the problems I've been having, I'm still going to shoot for the moon. I'm still going to shoot to show the promos because I really like what they look like. The first one, of course, is Let Me Miss You. And Let Me Miss You, our hero has a girlfriend. And she calls all the time and is always on his back. He doesn't give her a chance to miss him. So when she stops calling and everything, he celebrates because she's not calling all the time. You know that thing they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder? Once she starts calling back, he realizes, wow, I think she's the one. But she doesn't think so. So now he has to spend that time getting her to realize that she's the one for him as well. And that is Let Me Miss You. She let him miss her, and then he found he couldn't live without her. So now the next one up for grabs is Not a Suspect. You know, we all see those things on TV, on the news, where they say so and so was murdered or so and so happened, but so and so is not a suspect. Unfortunately, in this case, he didn't. So now there's a cop that also knows he did it. So although he's not a suspect, we get to see all the workings behind the scenes to bring him in. So just because they say you're not a suspect doesn't mean they're not out to get you. So of those two ideas, I'm going to come to you first, um, Katie. What did you think of those two ideas?
The Let Me Miss You. I'm for like romance movies and stuff like that. I'm not like I don't watch many of those. I think it's a good plot, but it's not something that I would probably watch. I would think I would lean more towards Not a Suspect.
Okay. So, Clint, I'm going to put you on the spot, man. Of
Mhm.
those two ideas, which one tickles your fancy?
Um, what tickled me a little fancy is let me
Buzz
miss
Lightyear
you.
cup.
Actually, let me miss you because let me miss you. It sounds a little more original. I have seen crime and drama series about within that topic, like what you were talking about. Not a suspect. Let me miss you could go in any direction. It could go as a romance, comedy, drama, getting romance, comedy, and I'm getting drama. And it tells us a lot, not just with relationship with boyfriend and girlfriend. Let's take, for example, in our, what it applies to us in our real life, like let's say we have our teens, the parents always calling them, and they get so annoyed because of the phone call over and over. It also applies to that.
Oh, wow. It looks like we lost Clint. Wow.
Uh-oh.
It's happening.
Today is that day, my friend. You got to laugh. If you can't laugh, you know what starts next. You start the tears. So,
Mm.
so I'm going to put you on the spot here, Jamel. Of those two ideas, Let Me Miss You and Not a Suspect, which one did you like?
Um, They're both to me are good ideas. Not a Suspect and Let Me Miss You. Like Clint was saying, Let Me Miss You can go into many different directions with that. Also, Not a Suspect can go into many directions with that too, if you really think about it. Because it necessarily don't have to be a crime that's been committed. It just could be something in everyday life that somebody is just trying to hide and they don't want nobody to know about it, you know? So that could be a title plot twist because everybody's going to automatically think it's about a crime when it could just be about something else, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing that I love when I look at these different ideas. And during the weekend and the week while we're leading up to the show, and I'm looking at all the different ideas, and in some cases bracket jumpers. There's so many different ways the story can go, but I'm always looking for the best options and the best story so that we get something that can be compelling, that people can listen to and really enjoy. And yeah, so this week we've got Let Me Miss You, and we've got, I'm going to go ahead and show the graphic again because I like the way that graphic came out with Let Me Miss You. And I also like the way the graphic came out with Not a Suspect. So we're going to have to wait until Clint comes back. Hopefully he'll come back before the show ends. But
It's interesting too that with Not a Suspect, the background is red, like danger.
absolutely, absolutely, because you know, whenever you have something, a crime or something untoward that happens to people, there's always different twists and turns that it can take.
Yeah, yeah, it could be like someone just not with good intentions, you know, kind of like kind of like a twist on Straw.
Funny you should mention Straw, but the detective in Not a Suspect will also be the detective from Straw.
Mm.
So
All
there's a
right.
detective in Straw that will also be the detective in Not a Suspect.
So it kind of ties together. See, there you go.
So that's why it's one of those situations where once we get our people that we're working with and we start doing our movies and our sketch show and our productions, we'll be able to use them in different things that we do. So yeah,
And
but
remember everyone, your audition is giving us an email and we get you on the show and you'll be a part of any one of our films that is out that we're going to be producing, and that will be your audition. So you can always contact us through email at theclintpodcast@gmail.com.
yep,
Once we get you on the show, that's when the ball starts rolling. And once we start making the films, now you get to really showcase and show us your talent. That will be your audition. And then we get to play it back and actually watch what we produce. And you'll see how you performed and what, and you can always just have the opportunity to critique yourself, to hone your craft and make it better. So keep that in mind. Like, share, and comment, and just continue to follow us.
yep. And thank you for that reminder, Jamel. With all the technical difficulties we've been having and everything that's been going on, I forgot to put that little crawl on the bottom of the screen. And guess who's back? We stalled just enough so that we got Clint back so that we can have our final determination on Let Me Miss You and Not a Suspect. So, Clint, I'm going to let you go first. Which one is your choice? Not a Suspect or Let Me Miss You?
Let me miss you. That is what I just did. I deliberately jumped out of the connection so I could make you guys miss me. So you miss me. Let you miss me.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I know Jamel is thinking we missed you with every shot so far. So come on, Jamel. What is your choice this week, Jamel?
Uh, my choice this week, since we already know that Not a Suspect is going to be a playoff of Straw, let's go with Let Me Miss You.
Okay, so we've got two for Let Me Miss You. And now we're going to go to you, Katie, which I probably already know what your choice is. But which one did you choose? Not a Suspect or Let Me Miss
The
She
not as
chose not. She chose Not a Suspect.
yeah.
You? Well, we've got to have someone who's a little different. But yeah, it looks like our winner for this week is going to be Let Me Miss You. So what I want to do right now is I want to go ahead and I want to show people who our previous winners were, because Let Me Miss You is going to join this group. Oh, I get to listen to that music and I just don't want to let it go. But joining that group, I have Let Me Miss You. And now, continuing on with what so far has been an interesting show, we come to the part of the show that is one of the newest additions, a moment from the sketch show. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys the two moments from the sketch show, and you guys will get to give me your feedback on the two ideas. And I got to tell you, one of the ideas I really like, it's called the gaslight. And basically, there are times in life where people,
Hello.
there are times when people want to turn on the gaslight. Have you ever had those moments when you have someone in your life where you just go ahead and you gaslight them? You know, you see your opportunity to gaslight them, and oh yeah, yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, he married Cher. Did you know that? He married Cher. You
Is
know,
this you just example. That's not real, right?
right? It's an
No,
example.
it's not.
See, I just
I was like,
gaslit you.
"Rrr."
and then and then another moment from the sketch show that I came up with is called This World. And um, it's kind of serious, but it also has sort of a comedic bend to it. But it's more serious than Gaslight. Turn on your gaslight, because with Gaslight, it's sort of like a prank show almost, where basically you go to your loved one or someone you know. Just like I went to Clinton and said, yeah, Cher married Leonardo DiCaprio, man. Did you expect that? Talk about May, December. That's more like May, January.
I'm down. I'm down for Gaslight.
Me too.
Yeah. Turn on the gaslight. Let it shine wherever you go. And if it shines too much, you might just set a fire. And then with this world, there are different places you can go in this world and different things that you can see in this world. But a lot of our views of the world are shaped by the things that people say to us and the things that people show to us. So for the sketch show, um, Turn on Your Gaslight is going to be more to the comedy side, and This World is going to be more situations that happen in everyday life where people just they're not really the nicest. I'll put it that way. So that was a moment from the sketch show, and now we come to a part of the show where you guys will get another big surprise. Vixen Noir. Next week, I'm gonna see if she can't be on the show, I'm gonna see if I can get some of her music to play on the show. But in the meantime, this is my second surprise for you guys.
Calling to everyone within the sound of my voice, and listen to that beat like you got no choice. Go dance if you want to, and do whatever you feel, do anything you like, just make it real. Yeah, I'm calling to everyone all around the world, join the groove army. Here is the deal: peace and harmony for all time. Thoughts of war and violence will leave your mind today. Groove on me, groove on me, groove on me. It is a simple plan. Groove on me, groove on me, groove on me. Respect for life and humankind. Calling to everyone who has ever prayed for peace. Well, this is your chance. Here is your relief. If we all join forces and march to the same beat, our voices will be heard. I'll call for peace today. Groove on me, groove on me, groove on me. Join our quest today. Groove on me, groove on me, groove on me. Our only weapon is love. This is a dream I have. I have it all the time. I can see weapons of mass destruction dismantled. I can see all war in our lifetime end. I can see love and peace growing and making life a dream come true. Making life a dream come true. Calling to everyone, men of peace and war. One day peace and love will reign. Of that I'm sure. Will you lead the way, or follow that same old way? Will you work for peace, or will you join our groove army today? Groove army, groove army, groove army. It is a simple plan. Groove army, groove army, groove army. Respect for life and humankind. Groove army, groove army, groove army. Join our quest today. Groove army, groove army, groove army. Our only weapon is love. Our only weapon is love, and we're working for that dream come true. Groove on me, groove on me.
Hey, so it looks like we've lost Clint, but that's your first time hearing that, Katie. So what did you think of that demo? We're going to be doing an EP as part of our music initiative, and that's one of the demos that we're going to take in the studio and produce for the upcoming EP. So I'm going to put you on the spot there, Katie. What did you think? Did
I
it
really
stick?
like it. I like it. It's so peaceful, and then just the words in general, it's really moving. Like just to be working as a team to unite and fulfill what we want to fulfill is nice. I do like it.
Well, thank you very much. That's great. It's like I said, we're going to be doing an EP. It's going to be one of our fundraising efforts once we actually get into the studio and start working with better musicians than myself. Let me put it that way. So, what did you think, Jamel? Do you feel any
Oh,
different about the song now that you got to hear it again?
no, I still feel the same about it.
Which is what did it stick? Does it need more work, or can we forget about it?
I feel like with a couple tweaks and things like that, um, needs more work. Because remember, I was telling you before when we first heard it, I got the Reading Rainbow vibes from it. I'm not sure if Katie is familiar with Reading Rainbow, but it's a show back in the day where it was shown on PBS, and it was kind of like, I'll give an example. The It's kind of in that same tone with the same like that beat, and it's like a little piece of it's like you take a look in Reading Rainbow. It's like that.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, Clint, we're gonna come to you again. You dropped out there, but you heard the song when we played it before. So, what are your thoughts on Groove Army? Does it stick? Does it need more work, or can we forget about it?
Turn your mic on.
Can't hear you, my
You're
friend.
you're, you're muted.
Are you hearing me now?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you're loud and clear.
Okay. No, it could. I like it. I was grooving to the army. It could do so. It could use some work,
absolutely. And that's,
and it sticks. Yeah.
but I think that once we actually get real musicians like Vixen the War, and with the help of our founders in our inner circle, I think that we'll be able to actually bring together the right musicians, bring together the right songs, because there's so much more that we can hear. And as our founders in inner circle, we are accountable to you. In our founders and our inner circle, we actually do have two people who are already a part of our founders in our inner circle. And you can join them as well because we are accountable to you. And our plan is to use equity crowdfunding. And with equity crowdfunding, when we are successful, you also share in that success. There are different ways that you can support us. I'm putting those on the screen. And you can also contact us at our email address if you want to um, get more information about the different ways that you can fund us and help us out. We've got our Patreon initiative, we got our coffee initiative, and we've got our GoFundMe initiative. In addition to what I'm showing on the screen on YouTube, under each one of our videos, it has links to the different ways that people can support us. Um, wow. The show today has been really, really disjointed. I want to thank you guys for hanging in there because it's been really, it's a great show as always, and I'm hoping you guys like some of the surprises that I have for today.
Well,
Um,
well, Paul, Paul, to piggyback off of that, when you said thank you for hanging in there, right? That's part of the Groove Army, right?
Absolutely, man. You got to hang in there with the Groove Army. We want our own Groove Army, man, so that when we're out there doing things, they can join our quest.
Of course,
And
of course. They can always email us to be a part of the show to join our quest. And that email
absolutely.
address is theclintpodcast@gmail.com. Again, you can contact us at theclintpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, and as you can tell from that music that's playing, or for the people on Facebook and maybe Instagram, I got my fingers crossed, but I don't think we're still connected to Instagram. Instagram anymore. But this is the part of the show where
The
each of our
final
co-hosts
word.
takes center
Final
stage
word.
and they get to give their final word. And this time around, it's going to go ladies first so that Katie can give you guys her final words. So, what are your final words to the crowd, Katie?
Thank you for watching us. Thank you for sticking with us today. Throughout the technical difficulties, we still got to enjoy ourselves and laugh a little bit. So thank you for your support and continuing to grow with us.
Yes. And as we add more things to the show, there are more chances for things to go boom, 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 click, 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 boom, boom, boom. And today's been a boom, boom day, Jamel. So as we end this episode of the show on this boom, boom day, what do you want to leave the audience with?
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We always appreciate you being here with us as we continue to grow. And just in general, always feel free to share. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone you know to like, comment, and share to help us continue to grow and evolve. Like I said, there are no auditions here being a part of the Clint podcast. All you have to do is email us at theclintpodcast@gmail.com and we'll get you in on the show. Once you're in on the show, we'll get you to be a part of one of our films or short films or sketch shows, whatever it may be. Then you get to showcase your talent and show us what you can do, while we will show everyone like you and our growing audience what we can do as well. So my last words is like this, and it has to do with life. Life is like a bicycle. You have to keep your balance in order to keep moving.
Absolutely. And sorry to interrupt you there, but I was showing the promo that we put up where it actually does say that your audition is just showing up. Your audition is contacting us to be a part of the show. And once you do that, you can join our Groove Army after we've done a little bit more work on it.
Groove Army!
It is a simple plan. But my final words to everyone is I want to thank you for the folks who are tuning in on Facebook and while we were on Instagram. I want you guys to know that every Thursday we will be back. Next Thursday, we'll be back with much more. And this is where we cover next time on the Clint Initiative podcast. Next time, we'll have an update on our animation initiative. Hopefully, we'll have a guest star coming through, someone auditioning, because that's going to be their audition being on the show. They'll be able to join us as we critique what we do, and they'll get a chance to be a part of our does it stick? Does it work? Or do we want to forget about it? And then as we start to do more filming, we will have some trailers coming, and we will improve our Bible bracket winners because we'll actually have some visuals to go in there along with the title. So I want to thank you all for tuning in and for hanging with us through the technical difficulties. I mostly mean now for my co-host. Oh boy, this is the first time since we've been doing the show in 11 weeks. This is the first time we've had some really bad glitches, and I think that has to do with all the extras I was trying to add on. So I got to go back and do a little bit of.
We gotta remember to get Clint in there.
Jamel, you couldn't keep your mouth shut. I was just sitting back and laughing at the.
What's your final word for everyone, Clint?
Well, I just would like to say to you guys, thank you for having us at the home. We love you all very much, and I would like to remind you guys that not everyone who say they love you, they love you. Not everyone who say they support you, they support you. Let them know, if you love me, show me you love me. If you support me, show me you support me, because action speaks louder than words.
Woo! There you go. Actions always speak louder than words. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead
Jamel.
and stream.
Way to end it, Clint. Way to end it strong. Boop boop. Buzz Lightyear is probably happy about that one too.
I'm happy about it.
So peace out, everybody. This is the end of the Clint Initiative Podcast.